Okay, y'all, good morning. Good morning. We are now doing an Instacart delivery. This one is 2 full service orders, so that means I am shopping for 2 different people. So this is going to be interesting. Last time I did 3 service orders, it took a lot out of me. That was a lot of shopping, but we are going to get this done. I'm going to show y'all how it goes, so make sure that you all stay tuned throughout the Instacart journey. Okay, so now we are doing our 2 full service orders, so we're shopping for 2 different people. I think this might be the same person, but Instacart separated the individuals because it's asking for the same thing, ironically. But we'll see. I think it might be the same person, I don't know. But right now we are in the produce area, so I'm gonna show y'all where we're at right now. And then I see the items, so I just grab the items, I'm gonna scan it, I'm gonna show you all how to scan the items in a few moments. So now the customer has turnips and thyme. So with that, since it's 2 orders, I'm keeping them separate. So I have shopper A up here and shopper B down here, or customer A up here and customer B down there. So that's gonna help me keep track of everything so I won't mix up their orders. Okay, so now we have finished up our full service shopping, and this is all what the customer got. So it's 2 separate orders, customer A, customer B. I might have gotten them mixed up a little bit, but like I said, I think it might be the same person, but they both got 2 of the same thing. So either way, I'm fine. All right, we're getting ready to head to the cash register. Okay, so it turns out these orders are for the same exact person. So just drop them off at the door. That's what it looks like. Just drop them off. Then we head back to the car. Ready for our next delivery. And the cart you go. We got my red enchilada sauce. Let's see. Here we go. And in the cart you go. Okay, so now I'm in the checkout line, just waiting for the cashier. This is just a glimpse of what they ordered.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. This is going to be an Instacart order.
Okay.
Hey y'all, so we are done with our full day of shopping for now. I'm going to be picking up a couple hours later on this evening, but I'm going to be chilling out, relaxing, and possibly be taking a nap. But before you start your Instacart journey, you're going to have to sign up with them, and then you won't be able to start shopping until you receive this badge here. And that's what you'll be wearing when you go to the store and when you drop off the groceries to the residence. And you'll be receiving an Instacart debit card. So that debit card is already preloaded with the customer's payment, so you don't have to come out of pocket. With this one, with Instacart, it's a nice side hustle. I like it. It was, I was actually put on by my mom because she was doing this as a side hustle. And I was like, okay, I'll try it out. Shopping for people's groceries and getting paid to do it, that's fine with me. So I tried it out. I liked it, and it was real good. You get paid weekly, but at the same time, you probably won't see the deposit hit your account until 1 to 3 business days, just so the full transaction can come through. But you are always keeping track of your payment history. It shows it in the app. It lets you know how much you made that day. It's just you get in what you put out. You shop a lot of days, you make a lot of money. You shop less days, you make less money. So you're putting in, you're going to get out what you put in. I do this around my regular 9 to 5, and this is actually pretty good because it's real flexible. You get to choose your own hours. You can work a full day. One time I worked a full shift from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And I just took on the ones that I wanted to take on, just depending on how close it was to my current location. So when you do that, you're always going to be setting up your prime location. You're going to be putting in your zip code because that's how the Instacart shopper app is going to be getting stores in that immediate area as well as the surrounding area. So you can always look up to see where the store is. And that's when you have a batch available. So you're always going to get notified of when you have a batch available. You'll see how much the batch costs in total. And then I discovered this yesterday. You can tap the icon, the store location icon on the map, and the address will pop up. I didn't know that. So you can tap that, and then you can do a quick Google search to see how far it is from your current location. if it's one time I had one that was about like what, 30 minutes out, and I didn't figure that out, or I didn't know that until I actually accepted the order and started driving out there. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. It was a 30-minute drive, so it wasn't too bad. It would be nice to know that distance and time before I actually go and start shopping. But it's cool. Ain't no worries at all. Ain't no worries. Oh, right here. Wonderful. Okay. So with that, it's always going to ask for your zip code, so that way it will show you, well, the app will be able to pinpoint where the stores are in that surrounding area. You can always choose to take on the batch. You don't have to. The batch, it'll always show up as saying, okay, this batch costs $9. The tip is always included, and I think Instacart already pays you $7 anyway. And the total batch, I think it comes from the cost of what the entire batch is, including the customer's tip. So that's going to show you the total amount that you'll be making that day. And you can accept it or decline it. Now, there's a time limit on accepting it. You have 4 minutes to accept it. If you don't accept it in 4 minutes, your batch is going to be removed and it's going to be given to somebody else. With that, make sure that you, again, tap that store location icon on the map before you accept it to see if you want to drive that distance. Let's see. I'm actually going to be showing y'all a little bit of screenshots on how to scan the items that you have found, show you a list of what the customer was looking for, all of that stuff. It's actually pretty cool. It's like a little, not a matching game. Like you just searching for stuff. It's kind of fun. It seems like a little game. You go ahead and find the stuff, scan it in, move on to the next one. The thing with Instacart is they're very specific in what they want as far as meeting the customer's needs. So when you're looking for the items, you're always going to have a picture of the item, and next to it is going to show you the quantity or how much they want of that particular item and the name of it. Always pay attention to that and try to match it up as best as you can. I've had orders where I had to replace some items because they ran out of particular items in that stock. The only time I replace it is if the customer wants a replacement. I always refund it. I always refund the customer that money just in case if they don't respond back or if they just don't want a replacement for that particular item. There's always a time limit when you're shopping too. It depends on the batch of what you receive. So let's say if I go to a supermarket, let's say Heinen's, for example. Depending on what they have, let's say if I'm looking for 30 items, I could be having a time limit of, let's say, an hour. I had that long of a time frame before. I have an hour and 10 minutes to get this batch done. If you run over your time, don't feel too stressed out. Just be like, okay, I got to pick up the speed a little bit more because you have to turn in their items to the customer in a certain time. You'll have times that'll say, okay, this is due at 1:27 p.m. They have some weird times. This one is due, I had one that was due at 12 or 1 p.m., but I got there when I got there. So as long as I have the items and they're in there and safely in the car, that is fine. You always pay attention to the wordings of the items too, because it could have something real different. So let's say the customer was looking for unsweetened almond milk vanilla, but you find the product that's the exact product they're looking for, but it's unsweetened vanilla almond milk. You scan it, then Instacart is recognizing it, but it thinks that it's the wrong item. So it's going to have a drop-down bar that says looking up item, and it'll say the item you found is this, but the item requested was this particular one. It's the same item because you looked at the picture and you looked at the name of the item. The only thing is that the wording was different. So Instacart thinks that it's the wrong item, but you can always force the barcode found. It's always going to be a button down there that says force barcode scan, because that is in fact the item. The wording was just switched around. So it always teaches you how to pay attention to detail as well. It's a lot of knowledge that goes into this too. I'm learning a lot of stuff, learning how to grocery shop even better, be mindful of my time when I'm grocery shopping, and I'm always paying attention to details. So Instacart will teach you a couple things. When you shop for Instacart, you get to see your progress as far as like customer ratings. Customers will always rate you. They have communication and quality of items. There's two more sections on how the customer rates you. Mine right now is at a 4.9, which is pretty good. So I am happy about that. So it's just showing you, okay, the customer, they liked how I was communicating with them. I always communicate with the customers throughout the shopping experience. So you can always text them and message them. Instacart already has prompts in there, so you won't have to type everything out. But if you want to type everything out, you're more than welcome to. I think I have one showing where I was texting the customer back and forth just to see if the items that I had were correct or if they wanted replacements, refunds, etc. So it's always good to communicate with the customer. That will help you out with your ratings, and you could get a tip on top of what they already tipped you in Instacart. I actually got a $15 tip from one of my customers on top of what she already paid me through the app, just because I was communicating with her the entire time of the shopping trip. I think she was having a lot of mishaps with her batch, because I can't remember if they were running out of stock or the particular items that she wanted they didn't have. So I was just helping her out. It's like, did you want replacements? Did you want refunds? All of that stuff. So it's real good. When you deliver the items, make sure that you always pay attention to the address and everything, because you'll be going different places. One time I was going down this one street and they did not know the meaning of street lights. So, and this was at nighttime too. I was like, yeah, I think I'll be done Instacarting today, because this is like very creepy. And on top of it, to make it even creepier, the moon was out and it was just shining all down on the trees and stuff. I'm like, look, I don't have time for this. I'm dropping these groceries off at the door and I'm running back to my car, okay? Because I am not getting caught in anything, okay? Okay, so that's what we did. Anything else about Instacart? Let me see. I'm still learning some stuff about the app as well. If you all want to try it, I have a link down in the description box that you all can use to sign up. It's a really good side hustle. It's very flexible. You can do this anytime you want. I don't know of anybody who does this as a full-time job. If they do, I wonder how it's working out for them. But it'll help out with a lot of things. You have, let's see, if you have bills, or if you just need some extra grocery money or some extra money just spending on yourself, this will help you out a lot. So I recommend Instacart. And then on top of that, it'll get you some knowledge on how to grocery shop for yourself. I have some videos coming up next, just some little short clips just to show you how I was talking to the customer, how I scanned the items, how I was searching for the items, and how we did everything. So if y'all have questions, if you want me to do another video on Instacart, or if you have any more questions about Instacart, just go ahead and let me know. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Peace out.